بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
आलिम ऑनलाइन में खुश आमदीद और चलते हैं मौलाना मोहम्मद अमीन साहब की तरफ।
और जो शख्स खत्म नबूवत का जो है वो दावेदार हो उम्मत बिल इत्तेफाक उम्मत वो काफर है और वाजिबुल कत्ल है।
ठीक।
खातमुन नबीयीन को खातम इसीलिए कहा गया कि नबूवत के आखिरी सरदार नबी करीम हैं और तमाम तर फजाइल का मुरक्का और मजमुआ है, और उनके बाद ये बाब बंद हो चुका है और मोहर लग चुकी है। अब जो भी इस तरह का कोई दावा करेगा वो कज़्ज़ाब भी है और वाजिबुल कत्ल भी है तमाम उम्मत मुस्लिमा के मुस्तनद उलमा की नजर में।
By the end of last July, the Jama'ah Ahmadiyya in UK concluded their yearly conference. Right. And we all witnessed in that day the signs of God's help to the Jama'ah. Right. Peoples joining the fold of Ahmadiyya every day in thousands. The message of the promised Messiah and Mahdi practically reached every corner and each inch on the world. Through MTA, Muslim television Ahmadiyya, it could be received everywhere. And Hudur urged Ahmadis to be grateful and thankful to Allah, our Lord and Protector. Ahmadiyya is on the march to unite the Muslims in the world under the banner of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The next week there was a conference, a minor conference called Tahaffuz Khatm al-Nubuwah. What do they mean by Tahaffuz Khatm al-Nubuwah? If they mean to repeat the hadith La Nabiyya Ba'di, then the conference would take only 1 minute and it is over. But if they could only add some insults or bad words or lies. But if they mean by Khatm al-Nubuwah that the perfectness and superiority of the Holy Prophet, then they can talk for hours and for days. In fact, Islam as a whole is the subject of Khatm al-Nubuwah.
My first reaction is that this is the most absurd thing to imagine that God, with all his power and might, has failed to protect the Khatmiyyat of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the ulama of today have taken up the cudgel for it. It's an insult. He who has created him as Khatam al-Nabiyyin is powerful enough, mighty enough to protect his honor of Khatamiyyat, whatever is meant by Allah himself. So when these ulama come up and say, we are going to save Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they are claiming gods. And they're insulting God, as if God had failed to do it, so they have taken up the qadr. You see, this is not the first time that anyone has claimed to be a prophet of God in Islam. The only difference is that previous claimants claimed to be a prophet outside Islam in the sense that they cancelled part of Sharia here and a part Sharia of there attemptedly. And they revealed new Quran according to them, like Musalma Kazab did. So they were the people who really attempted to break the Khatamiyyah, because they were outside the pale of Islam by declaring that this Islam was not perfect, we have added new things to it. Yet when was such a majlis ever made in the history of Islam? They came and went, they were destroyed either during the fights or they met their own natural death, and one after the other they disappeared from the earth as defeated and frustrated. Where were Tahaffuz Khatm al-Nubuwwat Maulvis in those times? Why didn't the Ummah, the much more pious Ummah at that period, never created such majalis Khatm al-Nubuwwat? Ordinary people should understand this. This is a fraud played by these people only to earn money and to attract attention of the Muslims. But Allah is quite enough to save Khatamiyyat, whatever he understands by it. Now quickly I'll bring this to conclusion because the time is running fast, running out now. You see, one thing should be remembered. Either a claimant to prophethood is false or he's right. There is no third possibility. So if he is false, what have these people to do with him? The message of the Quran is very clear. With reference to a believer who hid his faith during the time of Moses, the Holy Quran declares that he approached the people who were planning to murder Moses. And look at him, look at his wisdom. The Holy Quran preserved what he said for all times to come. You know what he said? He said, إِن يَكُ كَاذِبًا فَعَلَيْهِ كَذِبُهُ. Why are you ruffled? Why are you so agitated and excited about it? At worst, he can be a false man, he can be a liar. But if he is a liar, the calamity or the punishment of his lies will not befall you. What have you to do with it? He will suffer. Let him suffer. But imagine, if he proves to be right, إِن يَكُ صَادِقًا يُصِبْكُمْ بَعْضُ الَّذِي يَعِدُكُمْ, then whatever he promises by word of warning is going to pursue you, will never leave you. So be wise. Don't challenge a man unnecessarily. You don't know whether God said something to him or not. It is between him and God. If he is false, leave him alone. God will punish him. He doesn't require the help of ulama to come and help him. He can be sufficient himself. But if he is right, and if you oppose him like this, then you will be punished.
زندگی بخش جام احمد ہے، زندگی بخش جام احمد ہے، کیا ہی پیارا یہ نام احمد ہے، زندگی بخش جام احمد ہے، کیا ہی پیارا یہ نام احمد ہے۔ لاکھ ہوں انبیاء مگر بخدا سب سے بڑھ کر مقام احمد ہے، لاکھ ہوں انبیاء مگر بخدا سب سے بڑھ کر مقام احمد ہے، زندگی بخش جام احمد ہے، کیا ہی پیارا یہ نام احمد ہے۔ باغ احمد سے ہم نے پھل کھایا، میرا بوستان کلام احمد ہے، باغ احمد سے ہم نے پھل کھایا، میرا بوستان کلام